Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Bombad Tactics. I'm doing another, I was going to call it stream game, but it's not live. But I've got Lee on the other side of the Discord here, and he's kind of virtually playing through the webcam. So, hello, Lee.
Oh, it's good to be back here, especially after I was so badly disparaged last time with these
Oh,
horrible
yes.
accusations. How dare you?
You said you were
Twisting
not
my words.
racist, but so that's good. Wait, no, you said you
Excellent.
were. You said you were, right. I forgot. But anyways,
It was
I've
clearly
got
out of
you.
context.
Not only did you completely destroy me last time, but you also. Now, I don't know if you invented this format, but I'll say you did because I feel like not a lot of people were talking about Threemiere, and then you ran it in Vancouver, and then some people were talking about it on the Discord, and then I saw more talk about it. So I'll say the creator of Threemiere, and if you disagree with that, then I'll. This is to the
I
viewer.
will.
Viewers, I will send lawyers. I will send Bombad lawyers to protect our patent. But the way it works
it,
is, do you want to explain Threemiere, I guess? Because you are, again, the creator,
yeah,
we're going to say.
yeah. I will say first off that it was very much inspired by Jeff Moore, who was the winner of the Evergreen GT, pointing out some interesting um, design elements with the Premiere format that we wanted to see if we could fix, which was that with Premiere, you bring the list that you really want to play, and then you bring the list that best complements it, and then inevitably what happens is you just play the complement into maybe an opponent that you feel fairly confident against,
Yeah,
and
like
then you play
round
the
one
list
sort
you
of
actually
thing. Because that's when you usually have the
exactly.
easiest matchup. Get one half of your Premiere out of the way, and then run the other one the rest of the way through.
Exactly, and then you just stick with that the whole way. So the idea behind Threemiere, or as I initially coined it, Leemiere, because my name is
Mm-hmm.
Lee. I'm very creative, as you can tell. Um, was that instead what you do is you bring three lists, and then a lot like Premiere, you have to play. Sorry, not three lists, three squads.
Yeah.
But a lot like Premiere, you would have to play all of these squad permutations.
And
So
it's
in a
really good
three-round event,
Yeah, it's really good for
mhm,
locals because we only play 3 rounds as well, which I think is a
exactly.
little short for a full premiere.
Exactly. So it's really quite fun because I think it opens up a lot of interesting doors for trying to think of like how do I make three squads that all work together,
Hmm.
but never banking everything into just one squad. And sorry, just to finish off the thought
Yeah,
there.
sorry.
So you break squads A, B, and C, and then you would play permutations of A, B, A, C, and B, C.
Hmm.
So by the last round, you're list locked.
Yeah,
But going into that, you've got some freedom as to like what your permutations would be.
exactly. So you never play the same pairing twice. You play 3 different pairings in 3 different
Exactly.
games, which forces you to, and I think you were kind of saying this earlier before I rudely cut you off, sort of, is that if you have like a power list, you know,
Mhm.
then you can't run it for 3 games. You're just running it one of your 3 games, which kind of keeps things maybe a little bit more balanced. But so what we're going to do
Yeah,
is we're
exactly.
going to play 3 games in the Threemiere format, and uh, just to make things even a little bit more interesting and spicy, we're going to do the 3 different objectives across the 3 games. And we're going to do them in release order. So our first game is going to be shifting, then we're going to do a game in sabotage, and then our final game will be odds. I'll put our lists up here on the screen now for the viewers to see. Just very quickly, I'm doing an Imperial themed list because I think the only times I've actually played Imperial before now, I was playing both sides of the table. So this allows me to commit a little bit more mental focus to just figuring out the Imperial side and maybe getting better. And then I chose Thrawn and Iden because of they've got a lot of movement, and I felt they would be a good starting point for shifting. And then Lee, what are you rocking?
So today we'll be taking Obi-Wan and Lumi. I'm a huge fan of Luminara. I think she brings a ton of swing to the game, giving basically any army she's attached to, not just the Republic army, a ton of movement shenanigans. And of course, Obi is sort of a classic staple from the last game that I had. I think folks might
Boo,
remember that
boo.
I
We don't need to
had a
mention
very
that
similar
game.
build.
Yeah. Hmm.
I did get very lucky with dice
No, no,
in
no.
your defense.
I think it's interesting too. I don't know how I feel about Lumi as I was a huge Lumi lover back in the day. I don't know how I feel about her with all the revenge triggers around, because she
That's
kind of
true.
counters them, but kind of gets countered by them. So it's this weird dynamic. But good news
Mhm.
for you, I have no revenge triggers because I've been spamming those too much in my other games and on the channel. So she might be able to run rampant here. We will see. We rolled for this game. Lee is first
Mhm.
player. In the future games, the loser of the previous game will get to choose first or second. But Lee is first. We are playing locate the asset. So this top left objective from the camera's view, where we've got Obi's squad, and then this bottom right objective where we've got Iden and the ISF. So we've got Iden, ISF, we've got Thrawn, and then we've got Obi and Luminara. Lee, why don't you kick us off? Let's get right
All
into
right.
it.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
And our first draw is Captain Rex. Love to see Rex
Ooh.
as an early draw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I believe we have both Rex as well as the 104th holding my top point there.
Correct. Yep. You've got if he leaves, you've got a 104th hanging out right there.
Fantastic. In that case, let's tell our dearest friend Obi-Wan to take a dash. Let's just barrel him towards just straight across the board, essentially.
Sure. Do you want to keep him in contesting range of this back objective, if possible?
Yeah, if that's possible. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do
easy
that.
enough. So he'll go slightly to his left here, but
Wonderful.
easy
We'll
enough.
give him a hunker.
Yep.
Yep. And then Rex will take a hunker in advance, and my intention is to basically just deposit myself behind the train car in the
Behind it.
midline.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're
He's not
not
gonna.
unless you're going to spend a force. You're not going to get. Oh yes, I didn't really mention this for the
Oh yeah,
viewer.
yeah,
We have
yeah.
ingresses in case it's hard to see on the camera for the viewer here, here, and here. But the very spicy thing is that we're playing around with split levels, which I haven't done enough, which I want to do more of. So this flatbed for the train, if you remember, I think it was Battle Report 2. We saw this with the Inquisitors versus
Mhm.
Ahsoka and crew, but it's basically on the same level as the ground because it's kind of a half level. It's the same level of the ground and it's the same level as the top of the crate and the top of the train. So a unit that was standing on this train bed would be at the same elevation as both of those. So it creates an interesting way to attack this elevated objective. But you could attack the elevated objective while still be engaged with a unit on the ground. So, yes. Anyways, Rex is going to come and hide behind the train set. There you go. Okay. And you're good with that? You're not going to
And
defensive maneuver?
no, I don't think so. I don't see a strong need to spend too much force early, so we'll
Yep.
just have a very conservative hide behind the train car, get within two, call it a day.
Classic. Classic coward stuff. Okay. I'm making you blue
Excuse me,
because,
sir.
of course, the Republic, they always get blue. All
How
right.
dare you.
On to me. What do we get? We get Iden. That's what you like to see. That's what you
Oof,
love to
that's
see,
fair.
turn one. Okie dokie. So, I'm going to go with, I think I do, it's kind of tight with this guy over here. I think I have to go down an elevation if I want to contest. Yeah,
Mm.
so that's fine. That's fine. Don't cry for me. So this guy, if you're ever confused about which guy in black armor was which guy in black armor, then just let me know. And of
Sounds
course,
good.
Misa clumsy as I hit. I forget which orientation I had here. Something like that.
I see how it is. Just alter the board state.
The last time I recorded one of these like bonus battles, I literally broke a gantry in two
I
halfway
saw
through. Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'm not good with
It's
moving
a,
my hands.
we have
Eh,
many talents. Dexterity just may not be one of them.
no, no, it is not. Body control generally. So she did all her dashes for her friends. Oh, do I try to go and mess Rex up? That feels maybe somewhat ill-advised, given. Nah, nothing's ill-advised when Iden's involved. The question is, do I have him within 5 of one of my buddies? Oh, yes, I do. I
Oof.
have got him. Okay, let's go full attack mode. So Iden's going to do that. I'm going to flip my stance to burst fire. I'm going to spend all the force in the world. So she's going to come over here, and I'm going to spend one force to dash. Can I get?
You're going for it.
I'm going for it. I'm going to do
All
the.
right.
Oh, I might be a little bit short actually, but if I get the kill, then that's fine. Oh, she does
Everything's
have a
always
shove at
fine as long
3.
as you get it done.
She does have the
There.
shove at 3. And then Rex is within 3. Yeah, it's range 3.
Mhm.
So I'm going to spend a second force to remove his
Oof.
hunker.
What is this?
And then I'm going to toss 9 dice at his face.
Jeez. Well, I only have 5 now.
Oh, that's not
Hmm.
great. I see 3 fails there, but I'm going to get from expertise, I believe that's 1 crit. So 3 crits and 4 hits once you take the extra half.
Jeez. Well, the good news is I have 4 blocks.
Okay,
I
that is
rolled
really
3
good.
blocks and an expertise. Yeah.
And you're not steadfast anymore, at least. So I'm going to do a
No.
pin and 4 damage
Mhm.
with a shove. So I don't get the
Ouch.
kill. See, you're fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine, he says.
Yeah. So I
He
shove him
drills
away,
7 hits into him.
and then I follow up the shove like that. So I will flip that objective. I will take control of the other 2 midpoints, and I will score a big old 4 points to open things up.
Yeesh.
You love to see
All
it.
right, then. Yeah.
I love to see it, at
All right.
least.
Well, I didn't. Ridiculous. Okay, 1/4 is what I drew next.
Okay.
Yeah, there's potential there
They
to
could take 2
come.
points.
They could take 2 points. Well, 1/4 have a hard time shoving. Well,
They have a better
I don't
time
like
with jump
shoves on 2.
commandos. Hmm.
That is true. Not much of a foot race there. Do we go for it, or do we just hope for maybe something more of a conservative? With Lumia, I always feel like it's worth putting something into
Yeah.
reserve somewhat early.
No, I hear you
So you know
because
what?
you get so much benefit from peaking.
Yeah, so let's do that. We're gonna put the 1/4 in reserve, and we're gonna Shatterpoint, of course, as is classic. I really don't want to Shatterpoint so early, but I also don't want to spend 2 fours this early. Would I Shatterpoint if I did want to Shatterpoint? Is I assume that Rex is no longer within contested
He's
range
no
after being
longer within
shoved, right?
contesting range, yeah, and he's got the pin on him.
He also has the pin, which we don't love. You know what? We're gonna spend a force. We're gonna put away the Shatterpoint.
We're both 2
Ugh,
force down, but I only have 5 to
I
start
know.
with, so I'm
Fair enough.
40%
And we
in my
get
way.
ARF.
ARF. Okay, your supports really want to go right now.
It turns out, yeah. All right. So, I'm assuming that if a defensive maneuver, I don't get to the ladder that's kind of midway up the board, like midway
This
on this.
ladder
Yeah, that
here.
one. Yeah, will
Um,
that get me there?
Let me look.
Yeah. If it is, great. If not, that's okay too.
Oh, this ladder is just range 1 inside the crate, which means you'd have to get to the other side. So yeah, no, defensive maneuver will not get you to that ladder. But a
That's
full
okay.
advance would get you to the ladder, and then a defensive maneuver would get you, over there.
Hmm.
So there's definitely a world where you
Um,
could send one up there, and then probably the other one goes to the middle.
yeah, and I think that's exactly what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Let's start off with advances so that we can get one of them to the ladder.
Yeah, because the bad guy won't be able to make the ladder, but they can
Right.
do a good old switcheroo, I think.
Exactly.
So that guy will go there, and then I assume the other guy you want to send him kind of more towards the middle.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yep. There you go.
And then we will pay one more force. Geez, just who needs force in
Who
this
needs
economy?
force?
Yeah, to defensive maneuver our way up.
Do you want to go as far up as possible? Kind of like that.
Sure.
I assume
Yeah,
staying
let's
out
say
of
that.
range 2 so that you have a shooty shoot. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
If
And
you
the
want
other
to cheat
fellow
to
will
one
defensive
side,
maneuver.
yeah, just let me know.
Yeah.
I'll move him up 2 as well because that might put him in. Actually, these are thin enough that I think, yeah, a single shove gets him off if you stop speak
Yeah.
steadfast. Alrighty.
Hopefully, not gonna. Yeah. Is the guy on the bottom within 5 of a commando? Oh, sorry, of an ISF?
Of an ISF. The guy at the bottom. This guy? Yes, there's an
Yeah, that
ISF
guy.
literally right below him.
Oh,
Yes, it's
fantastic.
hard to
All
see
right, so
here. I
let's.
will lift up the. There we go. There's a guy right there.
Nice. Is he within 5 of the ISF that's on the train car?
I think he probably is. Yep. So you have two chances
Okay.
to potentially shove that guy away.
Yeah. Let's start off with the guy that's closer to the camera. He's going to shoot the ISF on the train car.
Okay.
Uh, just rolling a cool 7.
Nice. I get 3 blocks. No dice fixing for you in this
Yeah,
fight.
no. Let's see. That's 4 hits and an expertise, which is going to be 5 hits. So just 2 hits going through.
That's all you need.
Which should be. That's really all we needed. So that's going to be 2 damage, a pin, and a shove.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't mind, we'll just shove him as far away from the mid objective angle wise.
Yep. So basically, do you want to shove him into this green box, or do you want to shove him this way so that maybe you can shove him off the train on your next turn?
Ooh, yeah, let's do that.
Okay. But he should still be outside of... Yeah, so he's still outside contesting range, and then if you get a shove down your tree, he should be able to fit into this nook next. Alrighty.
Sounds good. Yeah, and the second shot will go to that gentleman.
Ooh, just 1 block. 4 fails.
Oh no. That's 4 hits and an expertise, so 5 hits. So
I don't like
one
you
block,
running your tree on those guys.
yeah. So you're already pinned, so that's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage and an expose and a shove.
6 damage. That is a wound.
See, kids, all you gotta do is roll. Just run your tree, and Shatterpoint's dirt easy.
Exactly. So I'll give you a momentum there.
Excellent, thank you. And for our free dash, let's.
Oh yes, and I
Let's get
assume
Obi.
you'll do the little shovey
Mhm.
that we talked
Yeah,
about earlier.
just. Yep.
And then Lumi dash
Excellent.
Obi, you said?
Yeah, I think Obi's going to try to make his way towards the train car, try to help
Sure.
out Rex.
Is he trying to stay contesting his back objective, or he's going to abandon that?
I mean, if I can, let's do that. So he'll take a hard enough angle.
The thing is, I think if you are contesting that, then you're outside of dash range up onto the train car itself.
Good point. You know what? We got the 1 and 4th back there. It's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Obi's going to...
Aggressive.
He's just going to hello there, you know? He is a bold one.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Oh, any chance that I could be within 2 of Rex?
He certainly is in 2 of Rex. So yes, when you reserve him, it looks like he'd be able to jump. He's a little short actually still of the flatbed, but he is just in range of getting up on top of the locomotive.
Ooh.
So you could heal Rex and then jump up there. Or whatever you're going to do.
I mean, who knows what he'll do.
So the 104th, or the ARFs are done?
ARFs are done.
So you score 3 and you gain a momentum.
Yep, that's what I got.
Alrighty, flippy. Well, I mean, I don't like what happened there, but I do like the fact that now ARFs are... If I can manage to kill them. If I can't, then they're going to cause a lot of problems. Okay. ISB agents. That's okay, I think. Dang it, why do ISF have to be dead, though? Why? Let's start with...
But now they have protection. You're welcome.
That is true. I always forget that part of Thrawn.
That's what I'm here
only if they're engaged, though. So I'm going to start with the Dasharuni. So this guy's going to dash up there. And they're going to take the 1 damage to become, as the kids say, focused. So I put my tokens
that is what the kids say.
very much on the wrong side of the table. So I will fix that at some point when we're just talking. The question is whether or not I can get to melee. If I can't get to melee, I become a lot worse. So I might get 1 guy into melee. I don't think the other one's making it. But whatever happens, I've got...
You got me outnumbered.
Yeah, I've got 2 people there. I've got to bump back a little bit, though, so I'm not overhanging. Okie dokie. Do I start with the shoot? Or do I start with the punch? I'm going to start with the punch because you might dash
Sure.
away. So let's see. This is going to be 8 dice plus an
Hmm.
extra hit from Hask.
Rubbish.
That's better. 3 expertise on these guys. I think there's still
I
just one. Oh, crit shove. Okay.
I really feel like I need to set up a dice cam because I feel
No.
people
So I got 6
three
hits and a
blocks
crit.
and an expertise.
Okay.
I've rolled
Block.
4 blocks on every defensive roll so far.
This is madness. 3 down the tree though, at least.
Hmm.
Um. Did you add your extra? Yeah, that's with adding your extra expertise from the 104th
Yeah.
ability. Or why do I keep saying 104th? Their ability. Yeah, so 3 down my tree will be 3 damage and a pin. And then do you want to do any Obi-Wan? Oh, and I get a shove, a shove that ignores steadfast because it's an expertise shove.
Uh,
But I actually am not going to shove you for reasons.
I think no. I think I'm going to hang on to the hunker, stay at 3 with the pin, and hope that I can weather the storm.
Okay.
I probably can't, but I feel like dashing away just means he gets shot up anyway.
And he takes 2 damage if you leave engagement. That's why I didn't shove you.
Yeah.
So,
This
no, I think
guy
that makes
with the
sense.
tactics.
Because now the ranged attack is coming.
Oh.
Ooh. 3 expertise at range. I think that gives me 2 hits at least. A crit hit. So we're looking at a crit and 4 hits.
Thanks to lay low, I have 3 blocks.
Okay, so what did I say? Crit and 4 hits. So just 2 down my tree.
Mm-hmm.
So that I'm going to double up on the pin and give you 3 damage.
Yep.
So you survive.
Ooh. 6 damage on a pin is still a pretty rough place for the ARF to be.
Yeah. Do you want to spend any? Do you want to spend your hunker now?
I suppose they'll. I don't think a hunker's going to keep him alive any longer, so sure, let's spend hunker. I am going to dash away the pin, and I'm going to heal 8 damage, so they will be at
Yes.
5 damage.
Yep. So I flip that
And
and
not
I'll
hunker
score
anymore.
3. And over to
Yes, sir.
you.
All right. So we have our Lumi Peak. Peeky peek.
Who knows what it
Interesting.
is?
I really feel like I am burning so much force here, but we're going to go for it. We're drawing Crosshair.
Ow!
My man Crosshair.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna come and kill some ISB agents. I don't
I
like
think
that.
so.
If I have no supports that are alive, then all my Thrawn cards are going to be much less useful.
I feel like you and I recently had a game where that exact thing happened.
Yeah.
It was very sad. So yeah, we're gonna go with Crosshair. Crosshair is going to start with trick shotting either of the ISB agents.
Yep, so now they're at 2
Damage in
damage
there.
out of 8.
Fantastic. He will. How greedy do I think I'm gonna be? 3, 4, 5s.
I mean, you could climb up here when you're in shooting range.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. I will spend a force to find the shot.
Sure. Where do you want to go with your finding the shot? You could potentially climb up here and take an ingress down if that's what you're into, or you could just hang out on your back point. What do you want to do?
I think hanging out of my back point, as far away from it as 2 will get me, with the intention being that if there's a world where I need to... Yeah, exactly, like that. And then, quite transparently, my intention there is that if I do get a Lumi Dash sometime in the future, maybe he Lumi Dashes to my back right.
Yep,
Cover that all
sure.
important.
Yep, he'd be in range to do that. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I don't...
Right.
Oops. I hit his gun with the tool. I think you're maybe a little... No, I'd say I'll give it to you. You can shoot either one of the ISB.
If I can shoot either one, I will pick the guy in the back.
Yep.
Yeah, and we'll just drill him for a cool 10 dice.
10 dice, and I have 4, so what could go wrong? 3 blocks.
Exactly.
So I'll take that.
Hey,
get a little
that's not bad.
drink of water.
And I don't have Hunter helping me out, which is sad because I did have a miss.
Oh no, a miss.
A single miss, I know. I know. 3 expertise is just 2 crits and a damage.
Just 2 crits and
You said
damage.
you had 3 blocks?
3 blocks.
Alright, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a damage.
Oh no! Oh, 5 spots down the tree.
5 spots, yeah, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay, yeah, they're hella dead. They're hella dead then. Yeah.
Yeah.
5 and a damage would have still just done it, but I assume you're going to do more than 5 with 5 spots.
Oh, like there's a part of me that, you know what, I wouldn't have spent the force. I was like, oh, it doesn't cost force if I do my relax, I'll handle this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh yeah, I guess you could have exposed me.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I would have, yeah.
Yes. Then I got 1 block. Then I got 1 block.
Oh, so okay, he runs
As you
the
say
street.
that, I was like, yeah, why wouldn't he do that? Oh yes, because it conflicts timing wise with exposed. Wait a second. Wait a minute.
That's a really good point, actually. I never thought about that, but that's valid. No, I would have gone for the exposed before. I would have thought to like, oh, maybe I'll get some cheeky heals out. But there you go. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage with 3 heals and a pin. Obviously, no one to heal at that range, so we'll just do the 8 damage a pin, and I'll reposition him so that he is covering my back right point.
Back right. Ah, this man. He knows the
Yeah.
point frequencies. Do you want it to be like just barely at 2, just to stay
Yeah.
up? Okay, there you go. So
Perfect.
he goes over there. And I give you your
Excellent.
momentum.
Thank you. And for our Lumi dash, let's get
yes.
Lumi into the action.
Yes, I think she likes
Lumi's
that.
she's gonna dash to her so that she can cover the mid back point.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that get her central. Okie dokie.
Yeah.
And you
The
still
good
have 1 more
news,
action with Crosshair, right?
that is true. He'll hunker.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. This is an Obi-Wan list after all. Alrighty, and then you're.
But good news, I'm down to 2 force.
That might be enough. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'll take it. At least there's probably not a full heal coming. So you get
True.
another momentum, and I have you currently at space 1 on my side, with you 4 momentum for you.
Yep, that tracks.
Okay, perfect. Okie dokie. Let's go. What do I get? I get the Shatterpoint. Huh. That seems okay.
I'll admit that I made I think I made this error the last time we did one of these, which is I was only tracking my movements on the tracker, and I was like, wow, I'm really close to winning. Oh right, because I haven't moved it towards you at all.
I'm kind of worried here because it's like if I don't Shatterpoint a support, it's like how aggressive do I want to get? I could Shatterpoint a support, and then I'm probably getting 2 units. Or 2 objectives, which is nice. But then they're probably going to get removed from the game, which is less nice. Versus I could Shatterpoint someone else. Because you haven't gone with Lumi, you've gone with Arfs, you haven't used your Shatterpoint. So on this side of the board, you still got Lumi, who's probably not going to one-shot me. I think I'm crazy. This sounds kind of crazy, but I think a support is the way to go. So then the question is...
It's not a Matt Bronson report unless you Shatterpoint a support. We all know that.
But usually I do that. A lot of that's because of my guard days, where it's like Shatterpointing a support still meant that I could, activate Ahsoka, make her jump, maybe Sabe, blah, blah, blah. Imperial supports... I just need them alive because I need to move bodies around. So let us. I think we're going to go with the ISF. So we are going to, and I'm going to be splitting fire here. Like I'm going to go for the kill on the ARFs, which will then let Rex get heals, which I don't like. But it is what it is. So we're going to start with this guy here. So they remove the pin when they become injured, and then they remove the expose from their tactic ability. And then I'll start with some shooty shoot. So the guy back here is going to shoot this ARF. So that's going to be just 6 dice, but with an added hit. They're no longer hunkered, right?
They have no longer got 100.
Yeah. Oh dear. Well, I got
Ooh.
half fails. 4 hits though.
I only got 1 block.
Okay, so 3 down the tree is going to be pin
Yeah, I think you
strain.
could do
3 damage should
constrain.
get the wound, right?
Yeah, they are super wounded.
Oh, I didn't think about. Well, I don't think either one was in position to. Yeah, maybe I should have moved first. But so no one to put a disarm on or a strain, unfortunately. So
I am going to heal
yeah,
the pin and 2 damage from
Rex.
Rex.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll heal the pin off of the ISF, and then take my dash from Iden. So just coming up there. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
And then this guy is going to take a shot at. Oh no, I don't want to take a shot at Crosshair because he's got a
He doesn't have
hunter.
a defensive.
He is a
Oh yeah,
hunter
I guess I
though.
could just dash you.
So
That
I'm
is
going
true.
to
I'll
not.
look at the
I'm
expertise
not going to
tree.
shoot him. I'm not going to shoot him. And then I'm just going to climb. So I will flip that, and I will flip this. And then on the move, I'm going to send this guy actually over this way because I want to get him a little bit further away from Kenobi. Okay, so I'm going to score 4 again. It's kind of risky, but I feel like in shifting, it's good to go all out on that first struggle because it can be such an advantage to win struggle 1.
Yeah, I think so. All right,
Yep.
Windy Peak. Interesting.
Everything's interesting with this guy. Every activation.
We gotta keep viewers on their toes. So I'll tell you what happened. I drew Obi-Wan, or at least I peeked at Obi-Wan. So I'm looking at his patience ability, and I think this might be the time for it.
Yep.
We're gonna swap him into the reserve slot to get the 104th. I think I'm gonna put the 104th
On top.
Is it time?
It's time.
Who's contesting the middle at this moment?
At the middle is just the only living person is this one ISF, and you need 2 shoves to get them away.
And who's contesting the top one?
This one, Iden,
Just
and she
Iden?
is on the correct elevation because the train bed is the right elevation. So even if you jump Kenobi up top with patience,
Yeah.
it's 1-to-1. So you'd still need another body or knock Iden away.
I think we're gonna try. So we are going to do the swap.
Yep.
So Obi's going to go into reserve. 104th are going on the top of the deck, which means that's what's happening next. Obi-Wan is going to heal best friend Rex to full.
Yep.
And then he is going to take a jump onto the. Yep, perfect.
And I'm just trying to make it more aesthetically pleasing with it, the direction he's facing.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, 104th. Let's see if you can shove Iden off the point. So let's get an advance with them.
Sure. I assume this guy at the back going straight towards.
Yeah, if there's a world that I can stay within 2 of the back point, that would be great. But
sure. Oh, you're going for a gunshot. You're crazy.
I know it's not great, but I do have best friend Rex to help me out.
Oh, that's going to help a lot. Okay, yeah. So just within 2, or do you want to be?
Yeah, just within 2.
Okay, and then where do you want the other guy to go? Towards the middle.
Sure. He can be a second guy getting out that way.
Okay.
As close as he can get to the point.
Yep. So he's a little short, but probably one shot gets him on there.
A little short for a clone trooper.
For a clone trooper, they should probably be all the exact same height, shouldn't they?
Yeah, I believe they're like 1.83 or 1. I'm sure someone in the comments is gonna be like, actually, clones are 1.82 meters.
They have not only the same genetics, but they have all the same nutritional regimen. So, like, you would think they would all grow to basically be the exact same size.
Yeah, presumably.
Presumably.
All right.
I'm not a biologist or whatever. Whoever studies this kind of thing.
I know, right?
Who starts?
All right. Well, I'm not going to. Let's start with Top Guy. If Top Guy manages it, then great. And then if the bottom guy to do whatever.
So Top
Guy's going to shoot Iden. Yeah. Throwing a massive 5 dice.
5 on 5. Ooh. Iden is going to get
Hmm.
No, 4 blocks
Five
heal
blocks.
reposition because she got 3 expertise. Oh, I
Good
assume you
news.
aren't
I
because
just
I
got.
assume you're not spending the one for
No,
healing.
no, no.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not. I'm not. I only get, well, I get
Triple
one crit
crit.
through from all
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
a cool 3 crits. Let's put a strain on you.
Strain. Okay. You get a strain, and I get. So I'm going to obviously use my heal on the strain, and then the question is whether or not I want to use my how I want to use this reposition here. Because I
Ooh.
could come over here, because I figure what you're going to do, you're going to go here. The possibility that you take 2 points is still on the table, right? Because you've got your Rex follow up, which could, let's say
Hmm.
this guy succeeds at shoving, then Rex comes and shoves um, Iden away. So I could move her up here, and that makes her tough to shove away. Or I can move her down here, and then I'm almost certainly holding on to this objective. But I'm kind of
Do you
abandoning
want to move
Rex.
to? Do you want to move into melee of the other 104th who hasn't gone yet? That would be
Oh, that's true.
like
Because
a
Wolf
pal.
Pack Hunter doesn't care if the other person is engaged or not, do they?
Just as long as they are engaged with another clone trooper, it doesn't matter if
Oh,
they're
sorry.
awake or
Yes,
not.
that's what I meant to say. That's what my brain thought. Um,
Yeah. So I assume that's not what you're going to do. Or at least if you move down to the middle, you're not going to put yourself in melee of both clones.
no, I'm going to play it a little bit safe, and I'll use this reposition to sit uh, right down outside of melee, and I'm going to sit in
Sure.
this little nook where it's very hard for you to shove Iden. Though I assume you're not going to shoot Iden anyways.
No, probably not. I think we need to start doing some work on your ISF, or who came back, right?
Yes, the ISF. So you're going to shoot
Yeah,
him.
let's put some work into the ISF. If I can get, I don't love losing the first struggle, but if I can at least remove one of your
Actually,
supports, I think that's a
yeah, I'm going
pretty
to
decent
put,
trade.
if you don't mind, I'm just going to actually, I had a thought about
Sure.
something because I still need to, so she's still just outside there, but that makes it harder for if Rex comes to shoot her off because Rex can still
Yes.
shoot her. So, okay, so I'll roll 5.
Yeah.
Oh, just 2 blocks. I feel like whenever I
Well,
play against ISF, which I guess I'm also playing with them, they're always getting 4 blocks on everything, but not today.
um, 2 blocks takes care of my 2 hits, and then 1 crit, 1 expertise is just 2 results.
2 results.
Um,
So 2 damage per
yeah,
shove. Oh no, wait, I'm thinking of
yeah. Oh
archery.
no,
No,
yeah,
so
using archery.
strain damage shove?
If shove is not gonna, you know
I'll
what?
be
Yeah, strain
contested.
damage shove.
Okay, yep.
Right, you bump into
Because
the
they're in
back of the
two
train
shove
car, don't
range.
you?
They're in two shove range. But the shove would allow that guy to follow up onto the objective.
I do like that. Let's do
Yep.
that. Nothing
So
I love more than getting into no mercy range.
exactly. It's not called No Mercy with these guys. It's called
It's true. It's true.
oh sorry, I did the shoves in the wrong order, but I assume you want to kick him out kind of this way.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Boom boom boom. What is it called on the ISB? Imperial detention is what it's called.
Oh,
Alrighty.
interesting.
You have 2 force, sir. Are you gonna spend one on Rex?
I think not actually. I
Yeah,
think
that's fair.
I'm pretty happy with the lay of the land here, and
Yep.
we'll be satisfied with just getting 2 this turn.
Yep, because
And
I've
momentum.
given you Kenobi. What
Yeah.
more could you want? 1, 2. He gets. I gave you that point. So if I can get either a fourth objective this turn or a wound, then the struggle will be mine.
Good.
Kenobi does not have a hunker. Oh no, he does have a hunker because of
Yes. Rex
Sexy
gave him one.
Rexy. Yeah.
Good old sexy Rexy.
Okay, so Hask. Good, and Rex is back up to full.
Yep.
I'll go with Hask. That's fine.
Hmm.
Um, Obi-Wan has not gone yet. Okay, I think my path is clear. Da, 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 da. Let's. The angles are tricky though. How easily does Hask do 8 damage? Not easy. I'd have to run my tree basically and get 1 expertise.
Well, I assume you're looking at the 104th. They
Yes.
don't have a hunker, so
Well, exactly. That does help. And both 104ths are at the very least within range 5 of Iden. The question is, so either I go for the kill or I try to see if I can maneuver Hask around into the back, but I don't think I can. That maybe if I get a double shove, I can send him kind of around this way. So yeah, that's tricky. But he does double shove dash pretty easily, so I think that would do it, even if I could just get 3 down the tree. And again, I really do think it's worth going all out here. So let's start with an advance. There we go. And then I'm going to pay 1 force, so I'm down to just 1 force remaining. Oh, the question is, can I find a spot that fits? Because I have to go off the train bed, otherwise I'm going to engage Kenobi. Yeah, that's fine. So I come over to here, I'm outside of engagement, and then I'm going to take a shot. Obviously, I get my hunker, or not my hunker, my focus. So just a smooth 9 dice.
9 dice into poor clones. What did they ever do to you?
I think Hask is just an angry. Oh, okay, that's pretty decent. I sure hope you don't get too attached to those blocks, because I'm going to turn one of them off.
No.
And then I'm going to get 4 crits and 3 hits. And a
Well,
damage.
just stop your hits. I got 3 blocks.
Okay, so 4 crits and a damage. Well, the good news for you is that you're not going to become wounded.
Hey.
And I think this means that I have to go with the double shove route. If you just gotten 1 less block.
As is classic tradition now, I got 4 blocks and you canceled one of them. It's very sad.
Mm-hmm. 4 blocks on 5. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So let's see. So let's do 5 damage, double shove dash.
5 double shove dash.
So shove, and then I get to follow up. Oops, like that. And then shove you again. Just out to the side, just to really, really make sure so you are good. And by good, I mean good for me. You are not contesting. And then I'm going to dash right next to the objective. So I will not kill you, but I will score 4 and win struggle 1.
He's this guy.
This guy. And how many force do you have? You're at 2 force?
I still have 2 force.
Okay, so you're ahead of me on the force game, actually, as we enter struggle 2.
Yes, but losing the first struggle in shifting is always...
It's not good. It's not great. Okay, let's here, say 1, 2, or 3.
Let's do 1.
1? We've been double-crossed! So that is, you can either take Crosshair, ISF, and Death Trooper, so the back one, or you can take...
That's the other way around.
Yeah, right, you're first. Well, what do you know? It's the same thing.
There you go.
Crosshair, ISF, and Death Trooper, or you can take this empty point, Kenobi, and Luminara.
So I could hold either 2 of 3 or hold...
So you could be 2-0 or you could be 2-1 in my favor. But there's other things to consider, of course, more than just how many
That is true.
With. But
someone wrote a really good article about this very recently.
But I think this one's pretty obvious, I think, considering who has not yet gone for you.
Indeed.
Yep, so...
yeah.
I'll turn that one on. Turn Hask's off, turn Luminara's on, which, of course, you've guarded that, made sure that she can access that, and then I'll turn that off, and I will turn off this. Okie dokie. Do you want to roll for the double, or shall I?
Oh, I can do that.
Go for it.
Double is expertise.
Expertise. So that is the unclaimed objective.
Oh, dang it.
Got to practice.
This might still work out.
I think it's still going to be fine.
Yeah. We pull our Shatterpoint.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah. Now, the Jedi are actually already in pretty decent spots. So I'm kind of thinking it might be my
Shuffle it
man
back.
Crosshair.
Shuffle it back. Oh, okay. Oh
Well,
no, you want to
attempting as
kill
that
the
would be.
ISF? If you one-shot the ISF, they're literally going to be removed from the board after their first activation with their card,
Yeah,
because I
that's kind of
still
my
have their card
thinking.
in the deck.
Oh
You know
no!
what I have in the deck still? I still have a whole bunch of unused Thrawn cards. What do you know?
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Yep, I haven't seen them
Um,
yet.
all right. Well, I think we are going to go with Crosshair. Let's plink the nearest ISF.
Why not kill Iden, and then you could, refresh my force for me. Okay,
Oh,
so
that
you
is
just
true.
need
I
to do
could do
6
that for you.
damage, because they do still have a damage
Yeah.
and a strain.
If I were to take a dash towards my midpoint, or a climb towards my midpoint with Crosshair,
You're
would that give me?
like this objective?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that might be a long dash. Yeah.
Oh no, because you started there, right? Well, I guess you repositioned, but
Mhm.
um, let me get this
Okay,
tool.
is there?
It would be very tight. I'm not sure you'd make it, but we could try. There's no
Okay.
reason not. He's guarding nothing currently, but I mean, I guess you can
Exactly.
set him up for the
Exactly.
future. But you want to move him?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll climb him. We
Yeah,
will
you'll still
find the
have
shot, I should say.
Yep,
Yeah.
find the shot, of
Yeah.
course.
Keeping within 5 of an ISF. I don't particularly care which one.
They're gonna be dead anyways, but I assume ah, he is just in range too.
Oh, wonderful.
There you go.
And then he shall drop 10 dice into that ISF.
Sure.
I am not going to pay
Thrawn.
for a code.
Yep. You might be in range to. No, you're not in double strain range. Okay.
Boo.
Hey, that's more like it. 5 blocks.
Oh, this man. Well, this time I had 2 misses. 5 blocks actually takes out all of my hits.
That's good news. Okay. ISF,
So
we're in business.
I just have 2 crits.
Hell yeah. Do you have a damage from your expertise?
No, sadly. So
Oh,
that's just going to be
yeah!
3 damage and a pin. That's very sad.
Not for me. 3 damage and pin. So I'm sitting at 5
Mhm.
damage pin strain on these guys.
No.
Ha 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 ha! I'm alive! Okay,
Well,
but
I shall just take my 2 points.
yeah.
5 blocks is, like when you need it, it came
When you
through.
need it, exactly. That's the thing. It came around. I
Mm.
still think you're in a decent spot, because if you can get these ISF out of the way, then my third struggle advantage will be a little less handy.
You should
Alrighty.
long live. You should long live the Empire then.
I will. That would work, honestly, because they would take the strain. No, 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 no. I have one too many damage.
No,
I need one less damage.
exactly.
Because
Yeah.
sometimes you can kind of, it's like, oh, 4 damage strain, and then it's like, okay, then I put them at 7, and then they take 2, and then they come back. But I got the Death Trooper Escort. Oh, I got a roll for the double.
Mhm.
It is expertise, so it's here again.
Okay.
I mean, I could get cheeky, and I could just reserve the Death Trooper with Thrawn. But then Thrawn is going to have 0 force for himself to do his lovely move and punch thing. I'm just in a bad spot force wise. So it might just be best to go with the Death Trooper. You still have Kenobi in reserve, and what else? You've got
Lumi is the
Luminara.
last one. Yeah.
Okay, so you have perfect control.
Mhm.
I think it's best for me to go with the Death Trooper right now. Um, as much as it pains me a little bit. So he's going to tell the um, ISF to dash. One of them is going to remove the pin. The other guy is not going to move because I don't want to die. And then you have 2 force.
Just one. I'd spend 1
force.
on.
Okay. So you probably aren't going to so uncivilized me.
True, but I do already have a hunker. If that
That
changes
is
your
the
mind.
thing. Yes, exactly. It's like, okay, I could come Actually, if I come up this way, I might be able to contest this objective and get a kill on.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's tight. Let's try it. He'll come this way.
Hmm.
So I get the range, but did I stay within contesting on my own objective? I did. Okay, everything's great.
All right.
I'm not a stupid boy. I'll
Everything's
roll
coming up.
some. Everything's coming up bad. Let's not talk too quickly because I'm going to roll some dice now. 7 with an extra hit. Whoops, and 1 came out, so...
Wow. Well, sadly, I did waste an expertise, but that was 4 blocks again!
Okay, well, you blocked all
Guy!
my hits, but I will get... This is actually one of the rare times where cycling up... Actually, no, it wouldn't have done anything different because he gets 2 hits on that. So I'll get 2 crits and a damage down the tree. What are these guys at? These wolf pack? They're pretty close, right?
They're 5 of 8, yeah, so you just
5
need
of 8.
3 more.
And what conditions do they have currently?
None.
None? Okay, so I could either give you disarm
Yeah.
or restrain, and neither actually mean anything. I'm going to give you disarm in case you... Actually, no, I need to... 5 of 8. I need to do... Oh, no, I'll do 3 damage, right, because of expertise. Yeah, so in case you precise strike them for some reason, I'm going to do 3 damage with a disarm and a shove, but I won't use the shove, because I like you being engaged with my ISB agents. And... I
How
will
dare
take
you?
control of this back objective, and I will score 2, and we will both get a momentum because we're such happy sharing friends. Okay,
I
over to you.
see. Um, just so you know, I'm going to full heal the ARF of their conditions.
Yep, take all their conditions
Um,
off with Lumi.
yeah.
You bet.
Um, so before I commit to either Lumi or Obi, could you do a quick pre-measure for me?
Mm-hmm.
Can Lumi get to a ISF?
With an advance only, or with an advance and a dash?
Let's say just with the advance. I can't actually tell from the melange of models you have there who's an
Yeah, this
ISF.
one's an ISF,
Sure.
and I think... Ooh, it's tight, but I think she'd be just short.
Okay, no worries.
It'll be pretty close. You might get it.
Inversely, Obi-Wan. Can Obi-Wan get to an ISF?
With just an advance, he would be more short, I think. Yeah, he would not get there with just an advance.
All right. Sounds like it's going to be Lumi then. And that also means that I'm going to have to spend my last force on it, which is
Well, we'll see.
mucho sad.
You might make it. You might make it. We'll see.
Sure. We'll commit to this
Getting
line
as
of play. We'll
close
see how
as
it
I
goes.
can. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
And then... Yeah, she's
Oh, that
about...
looks...
Yeah, that's... I thought
Yeah,
thought it was a little bit closer. So she's about half a centimeter short.
that's okay. She'll spend her last force. She'll dash in.
Where does she want it? Does she want to be like right next to this middle objective or somewhere else?
Yeah, the middle does
Thick of
come up,
things, or does
doesn't
she
it?
want to stay out of engagement with my ISB?
I mean, if there's a world that I can stay out of engagement with the ISB, but within mid, let's just do that.
Sure, you can stay
And
out of
of course,
engagement, but you will be in one shove range to be knocked off the objective.
yeah, I think that's perhaps the life she has to lead.
Yep.
Yeah, and she's going to throw a cool 7 dice into the ISF and hope to finish what
Everything will be
Crosshair did
okay
not.
if I get 5 more blocks.
Yeah,
I
if you
got
just
4.
5 blocks, you're
I got
laughing.
4 blocks.
Jeez.
Yeah, how does it feel
Lumi.
now? How does it feel now?
Lumi had 2 misses, but she did also pick up 2 expertise, which is going to be a grand total of...
Hit.
Yeah, so I've got 2 crits, 3 hits.
Dang it. Double crits. I don't think she
crits.
can do 3. She can do 3 on 2, can't she?
Yeah, she can do 3.
Oh, why? All these crits. No.
This guy.
This guy.
She does have a reposition, and I'm trying to figure out where I want her to go. Like, mid is probably okay. Shoring up my back point, but Crosshair's got it at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think you could actually get to the top because Crosshair's kind of body blocking that ingress.
Yeah. So no, I think she's pretty happy where she is, actually.
Okay. 3 damage?
Yeah, so we'll take our momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, she has a reposition and a dash,
That is
though.
true. Oh, did you roll for the double?
Oh, I did not roll for the
Okay,
double.
what's the double?
The double is the fail.
The fail. Okay, so that's crosshairs.
Yeah. On a reposition and a dash. No, it's probably best not to get too cheeky with this. I would like to dash Rex so that he's closer towards the Death Trooper.
Closer to the Death Trooper. Okay. So
Yeah, and
kind
if
of
there's a
coming
way
around
he
the
can
train a little
contest.
bit.
Yeah, coming around the train, if he can
He'll be
still contest
contesting,
the
but he'll
train
be at the
spot.
wrong
Cool.
elevation. He can't get onto the correct
Yeah.
elevation.
Yeah, that's fine. And
Okay.
Lumi repositions nowhere. She's happy where she is.
Sure. All right, and then you score 3?
Score 3.
All right, so I think I just have 2 unit cards and 2 Thrawn cards, so I'm 50-50. There we go. So I expect results, not perfection. So I'm going to. I mean, I could dash.
And sorry, just to be clear, Lumi obviously swaps her stance at the end of her
Yes, yeah,
charge.
I assumed. I could dash this Death Trooper up here, and then. Oh, I should roll for the double. That's important.
Oh,
And it's the fail. That's not good. Do I throw in the towel at this point? That's a question. That is a question. I have no damage on anybody. You have Kenobi going next.
You've got a disarm on my 104. That's legit.
Let's see. Because if I'm thinking if I take Reckless Gambit, the problem is if I activate ISF, then they are the ones with the Reckless Gambit, so it's going to cost 2. So I'm not going to have an easy way to displace Crosshair. I could reserve them, but having Thrawn, I won't have anyone engaged, so I won't be able to take that objective because Iden isn't close enough. Yeah, there's not a really good way to take that objective. So I think I'm going to move this Death Trooper. I want both abilities. So that's the thing. Do I risk taking Reckless Gambit and then hope that I draw into the other Thrawn card so I can reposition the Death Trooper? That's the question for me right now.
It's very aptly named as a Reckless Gambit.
Yeah, you know what? Let's be bold. I'm going to do Reckless Gambit and see where this goes. So that's the
I
shove.
thought I was the bold one.
And then I get Thrawn. So, So Thrawn. So I might reserve Thrawn for free. The problem is then I'm committing to ISF because if I take the reposition if I take the reposition on the next card, I can't go with the reserve, which means I'm going with ISF, which means bad things, sad things, because this would be a really bad time to go with ISF. So do I want to reserve Thrawn, or do I just get not greedy? Because he moves up here, punches Obi in the face, and Obi laughs that off and just dashes back. How easily does Thrawn double shove? Not easily at all. I can do 2 repositions, but I don't think I can get into range of Crosshair. Sometimes you do a well, I have Reckless Gambit though, actually, so Thrawn could still take that Obi-Wan spot. So I think even though it would be reckless, I'm not going to draw hoping for Death Trooper. I'm just going to go with Thrawn, actually. I won't reserve him. So he's going to start by taking a move. Taking a move. Then I'm going to take a move up here. So spend
This is how Combat Tactics gets cancelled.
You can make fun of Italians, I think. I think that's allowed.
Oh, wow.
Whoops, wrong guy. I picked up the wrong model. He was just at range there. Thrawn comes up here. He's engaged with Rex and Obi.
My request is that at the end of this, the soundbite that you loop over and over again as you saying that.
You can make fun of Italians. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
So, Thrawn is
All
going
right.
to flip stances, I think. Do I flip stances? This is not super handy. So, yes, I'm going to flip stances, and I'm going to punch Kenobi in the face with 10 dice. And an extra
No.
hit.
Jeez.
It's
All right. I'm
Kenobi the hunker.
rolling.
He's fine. You're
It
rolling
is. It
7.
is Kenobi. Yeah. Hey
Uh,
now, I could be in his other stance and roll. Oh, it is also 7 in melee. That looks
I'm
pretty
going to
good.
do 6 hits, a crit, a pin.
I have 5 blocks, and I turn one of your crits off.
Okay, so 6 hits, a crit, so 7. And you had 5 blocks and turned a crit off. So I get a grand total of 1 through. Yeah, that sounds.
Yep.
Still, you got.
That sounds like Kenobi.
Oh man, oh man. Okay, I will do 1 damage and a shove.
Mm-hmm.
Shaboom. And then. Do you want to use your Kenobi abilities at all?
Yeah, I'll burn the thing to heal his 1 damage, and then dash him so that he's, if possible, on the train car. I assume I can't. There's no ingress for me
I
to
was
take it.
trying to body block, so you will not be able to get back onto the flatbed. Actually, you just don't
All
have
right.
the distance anyway. So where would you like to go?
I'll just go to the far side of Rex.
Far side of Rex, sure.
Hey.
He has to go next, right?
Oh, actually,
Oh, yep.
he does have to go next. Sorry. I'm going to back that up, actually. Can you back him so that he's not engaged with Thrawn? And my thinking there is that he will, first action, he'll climb back up onto the train bed,
Sure.
train car, sorry.
Oh, right,
And
because
then
you have
just
no
melee Thrawn.
force. Right.
Exactly, yeah. So, like,
Yep.
he'll dash so that he's not engaged with Thrawn, so he can climb.
Dang. I was hoping you would engage me, and then I could have knocked you out of position a little bit. Because I have Reckless Gambit still. And what will I do with this Reckless Gambit? I will. I mean, I'm going to use it. So the fun thing about Reckless Gambit, let me reread, is yeah, I can just choose a wounded unit to do the Reckless Gambit, and then I don't care about the 3 damage I take. So we're going to just use this this ISB guy, or sorry, this ISF, and we're going to knock Lumi backwards. So yeah, she's whoop, right over to there.
Mm-hmm. Sheesh. Nice.
It's not that much, honestly. As far as uses of that card, that's pretty lame there. But oh well. Oh well.
Yeah. It's more than you had a second ago.
Yeah, the problem is I still have ISF coming up, which is going to be quite a bad turn. So, 2, and I get a momentum.
2 in a momentum. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Obi next. Just like I said, he's going to climb so that he's on the train car.
Yep.
And then he'll melee down into Thrawn.
Yep. Whoop. Yeah,
Looks good.
Put you a little bit further. Come on, Thrawn. I need a big defense from you.
Yeah. Well, I rolled 3 fails, so that's already a good start.
Same.
Oh no!
I turn off a crit and I block 1, and that's it.
All right. After blocking 1 and turning off a crit, I only have 2 results left.
That's enough.
Which will be, yeah. I think we're just going to go 3 damage and a disarm and a shove.
Yeah.
And so we'll just like push you, not towards the midpoint, but rather like.
Oh shoot! I'm stupid. Oh no! It wouldn't matter.
What happened?
I forgot the Lumi ability when I killed the ARFs. I forgot to pass out a condition, but that's fine. I think you would have healed it anyway if I'd given Kenobi a disarm, because you had because I attacked him. So.
Yeah.
Dang it!
I had 3 heals and I only used 2 of them, so one of them would have gone into a.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Because that's the thing. Lumi does kind of soft counter Iden in that way.
It is nice. Yeah, because of the timing of it.
3 damage, disarm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you giving me the disarm
Sure.
made me think of that. See, this is why I need more reps with Empire, just to ingrain these things. And then which way do you want to shove me?
That way. away from the midpoint. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, sure. Kind of put me in a little bit of a no man's land there.
Exactly. Obi will
Alrighty.
not follow up, obviously.
Mhm.
And that is him. He'll stay in his stance, and I will refresh my force.
So, oh, did you roll the
And I
double?
shall
We're
score.
being really bad about
Oh,
remembering this
oh
double.
my gosh, jeez.
Yeah, Johnny.
Expertise.
Expertise. Hey, that's the one you don't have, so you just scored 2.
Ooh.
Okay, and then
All
I
right.
will roll, and it's fail, so it's back here again with crosshair.
All right.
We're both getting
Please.
the results we don't want. ISF.
Yeah.
I have to go with them.
Hey.
Well, actually, I don't have to go with them. I could reserve
That's true.
them and then
Those free
take the
reserves.
next card. So I'm just gonna,
Yeah, you can
then,
peek at it.
yeah, because then I can. I get the question is like, what does the advance do for me? Because again, crosshair is body blocking here. So really, the advance would allow me to, I guess, move Thrawn up to here. Then I would be able to take this objective. Oh, would I even be able to take that objective? I might not be in range. Yeah, that's not great. No one you have is close to dying, right?
No. Everyone is completely fresh, except for the
Except for the guys
104th
who
and
are
Arcs who are
wounded.
wounded.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is a really bad spot. Basically, it's like, and Crosshair has a hunker still.
No,
It's
he
like,
doesn't actually.
he doesn't. Oh, because he activated again.
Yeah, exactly. He activated again.
Right. So
Yeah,
maybe
so
my strategy here is my strategy is go for the wound
oh,
on Crosshair.
actually, hold up.
Yep.
He on his turn he found the shot. He attacked. I don't think I took a second action with him. Which, if you don't mind, I'm gonna say is to take a
Yeah,
hunker
yeah,
because
yeah,
what else
yeah,
would
yeah,
he
yeah.
have?
Go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, I think I did the same thing I did the first time, which is like I did his entire turn. It was like, all right, he has a second action and didn't do anything with
Yeah.
it.
That makes it harder to shoot him till he's dead.
Use gun on man.
But what alternatives do I have? I'm just thinking this does help me with my shooty power a little bit, but not a whole lot. The reposition and like best case scenario. Ugh, yeah, this is why I want Reckless Gambit as well, because then I could have moved Thrawn, shoved. Yeah, let's see, let's see. I think. I mean, I'm going to have to go with ISF whatever happens. The question is whether I use turn their strength against them now. Because if I score 1, the problem is the struggle might not end next turn. It only ends if I lose another thing, which is not good. Let's get aggressive, I think. Do I advance Iden? I gotta check to see if I shoved Lumi, if I reckless gambited her into the wrong elevation. No, I did not. So I could advance Lumi, not Lumi, Iden, take that, and then that gives me a focus and attack into Crosshair. Or I just get Thrawn up here to kind of deal with Kenobi. What do I get? I get a strain. That seems fine. I think Thrawn can take a. He doesn't love a strain right now, but let's get a little bit aggressive. We'll reserve the ISF, draw, turn their strength against them, and then send Thrawn over here. But then, so he'll come up that way, and then I've got to go with the ISF. So they're going to start by just we'll shoot some crosshair.
No.
So this guy is going to start. So just 6 dice, 6 on 7. So I'm outnumbered.
A cool 6 on 7. All right.
And that's a lot of fails again. So 1 crit and 3 hits.
2 expertise is a 4th block. I'm going to turn one of your crits to a hit and block 4.
Okay, so you block everything. Block 4, of course. Yes.
Just a clue,
I guess
yeah.
with
I
7
don't even
dice,
know what you need me to tell you.
less crazy with 7 dice. 2 crits and 3 hits on the next attack.
Well, good news. That was actually much worse. That is 3 blocks. I turn a crit to a hit.
3 blocks and you turn a crit to a hit.
I like that I said much worse, and it was just 1 result pass.
So I get 2 down the tree, I guess, because I said 2 crits and 3 hits, was it?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so 2 down the tree is just going to be 2 damage and a pin. And then...
2 damage and a pin.
I'm going to get a move. So this guy's going to come this way, which is much too short to contest there, so I don't flip that objective, and these guys explode. So that's not good. Not good at all. I'll take their card out, and I will shuffle.
You score...
1 point. Yeah, 1 point and a gain of momentum.
Okay. First card off the top, it's Captain Rex again. Let's roll for double. You know, that's something that real Shatterpoint players do.
That's something real Shatterpoint players do once in a while, yeah.
Expertise.
That's the Death Troopers spot.
You know, if there's someone who can go cross-country, it's him, but you've got all your force back.
I got all my force back, yes.
Yeah. I mean, there is a world that... No, pinning you doesn't help, right? Because you can spend a force to heal, then take
No,
your
it's not a heal. It's just a reposition. Or, sorry, it's yeah, it's just a reposition. But Rex doesn't pin until, what, 4 spots down the tree?
Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, that's pretty unreliable. You know what? In the age-old Luminous, we're going to pay 1 to reserve Rex.
Yeah, okay.
Well, because, so what do I need? I need 1, 2, 3, 4.
You need 4.
Yeah,
so either all the objectives. Yeah, basically this turn you have to take all the objectives because you can't score 3. You can only score 2. So you'd have to do 2 wounds if you don't take this objective.
Yeah, exactly. No, we'll put him into reserve. Which then reveals ARF. Sure.
I like that, actually. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Because that gives me a chance to just go murder them again before the struggle starts.
Right? Who's close to being wounded? Because I don't think they're going to... Sadly, I don't think they're...
has 3 damage, strain, disarm, and then Hask and Iden are both full, and the Death Trooper escort is full. So the only person who's not currently wounded but has damage is Thrawn. And he's kind of far away from this ARF.
Yeah, that ARF is probably not going to be doing much.
Mm-hmm.
If I hunker the mid ARF backwards, does he get out of engagement?
If you go... Yeah, if you go, because he's not that much engaged now, so you could probably like hunker that way, maybe even stay on the midpoint and be out of engagement with the ISB.
Yeah, that's not bad. If he does that, am I within 5 of Thrawn? I assume not.
Oh, no, I don't think you're even currently within 5 of Thrawn. So you'd have to like move forward and out of engagement with. So I don't think there's a way to do it honestly without.
Well, my thinking is hunker out of melee to not take that damage.
Not take the damage, but you won't be able to shoot Thrawn then. So then your best case is maybe like a couple shots into Iden, probably.
Do I have both of them within range of Iden?
Yes.
Sure. You know what? Let's do that then.
Sure.
Middle guys, we'll take the hunker action first.
Yep, so this guy bops over there. He is going to be engaged with Iden still. I could maybe shove him the other way, but then he might not be on the objective.
Could I shove him towards my back mid?
Sure.
Point?
So sorry, I'll put him back here.
Yeah.
Shove him towards your back, like that way?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, sure. So now you're between 2 objectives and you're nowhere, but you are no longer engaged with Iden. You're just out. So that's decent.
Yeah. Yeah, and let's try to drop some shots into Iden, I guess.
Sure.
We'll start off with... let's start off with the far guy. might be able to get other one.
Top guy? Okay.
Yeah, the guy. Yep. I'm not going to pay for a strain, so let's just try and do a
She
cool.
gets 5 blocks.
Oh, geez.
Because she gets that 2 on. So that's good.
3 expertise is.
Oh, that gives you a crit.
Yep. I had 5 hits and a crit, but I will be satisfied with just a damage and a pin.
Yep, damage and a pin.
Yep. And then we'll do it again.
You bet. Oh, now she went the other way.
Similar.
1 or 2 blocks because she gets 2 on 1.
Oh no!
I rolled 4 fails.
4 results. So that's 3 hits and a crit after blocks.
3 hits and a crit. After blocks. Oh my.
After
Okay.
blocks, yeah.
After my 2 blocks. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to be fine because I think she can take.
You're going to hurt her a lot. You're going to run the tree.
Yeah. We'll do 6 because you're already pinned, and we'll expose you as well. And we'll shove, not that you can go anywhere.
Okay.
Because I think you bump into the back of the other guy.
Yeah, exactly. But you're going to follow up?
Yeah, we'll follow back up onto the point.
Exactly. Do you want to try to stay out of engagement as you follow up?
Yeah, if there's a world I can make that happen, let's do that.
Out of engagement, not with item, but with the ISB. But
yeah, they're the ones I'm more concerned with.
Sure.
But yeah, not a terrible amount of shooting from them.
No.
What's Iden at now?
Iden's at 7 damage, pin expose. She's not feeling good.
That's not bad.
No,
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
But sadly, I only score 2.
You do only score 2.
Keeping the struggle going.
And I want to look at something. Oh, dang. Why did I do that task? Okay. Let's roll for the double. Block. So that's the upstairs point over here. I still have a chance.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I feel like
Shatterpoint's never over until it's over.
No, but I feel like I'm losing the damage race still. Okay, this is interesting. I get ISB agents, which I like that. I'm going to go with them. And what I'm going to do, let's see, where's the other one? One's here, one's there. So this guy should be engaged. Right, you avoided engagement. So this Crosshair, you didn't spend his Hunkery Do, did you?
I did not.
Yeah, so I'm kind of come up here and take the ladder.
Ooh, all right.
And then this guy is going to come over here.
Numbering me.
And does Rex have a hunker right now?
No, he does not.
Okay. The question is, do I spend 2 force for the extra 2 dice? Because that will really help me against Crosshair, potentially.
True.
But I don't think, I think I can't afford it. I think I want to save that force for all the other things I'm going to need.
I look forward to the article about like good fiscal policy in Shatterpoint.
Yeah. I guess that is an important thing to write about one day.
Right.
It would be 6 on 6, and I need 2 for a shove. Spending 40% of my force on the first one feels bad, especially because Iden might get wounded.
And then I'll refresh all of your force for you.
No, I don't think you will. I think you're just going to kill the ISB again. So I'm just going to punch. I'm not going to get too greedy. If I take 3 objectives, so be it. So into Crosshair.
Into Crosshair rolling 6.
I get 2 crits and 4 hits.
I get 2 blocks and I turn a crit to a hit.
Crit to a hit and 2 blocks. Okay, that's fine. So I think I still get 5 down the tree. No, 4 down the tree.
Like
4 hits, 2 crits, and you take 2 of my 6 away. So I'm getting 4 down the tree. That's good for me.
Mm-hmm.
That rhymes too, so you know it's important. I think 1 shove will do it, but I think I might double shove you. I gotta look here because I'm worried if I just shove you once. Are you going to be able to spend a hunker to come around? No, I don't think you will, because Lumi's going to body block. Okay, so we're going to go...
Have you, Lumi?
4 down the tree, we said. So I'll do 3 damage with a pin and a shove. And how much damage does that leave him on? He's at 5 or something?
He was already pinned, so now he's at 6 damage.
6? Oh, he's already pinned. You know what? I will do 3 damage, expose and shove then. Because I can take the alternate path.
So just doing 3, so he's at 5 damage. Expose.
Yeah, so that's the first shove. So, and because I'm going this route, I will double check. Yeah, there's not a way he's coming back to the ladder. I will follow up. Oh, shoot.
Oh, wow.
Hey, I'm a clumsy guy. There we go. Gotta make fun of the Italians again. I actually going to Italy at the end of this month. But, yeah, spending the hunker. Oh, yeah, he's pinned.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Border Patrol may have something to say about that.
Hey, let me into your country.
I'm going to spend... Jesus. I'm going to spend the hunker to get rid of the... I'll heal off the expose and dash to get rid of it.
Yeah, and then he's at 5 damage, right?
He's at 5 now, yes.
Yep. Sweet. And then the next guy is going to punch Rex.
Sure.
And that is going to be... Rex should be within 5 of some scouts. That's going to be... It's just a smooth 6 hits.
That's 1 block from Rex.
Oh,
Rex really leaning into that shot there.
I am going to do... I'm going to do... I don't think shoving Rex is all that handy right now. I'm going to do 5 damage, pin, expose on Rex. And then I outnumber you on the OB point, and I outnumber you on this one. So I'm going to score a smooth 4 points, and we both get a momentum.
Oh. Suddenly he's back in it.
I'm back in it, baby! ISB, let's go! Let's go!
All right, so let's see. If I can flip every point and get a momentum, I'll get the struggle, but...
You will. Yes, I want to see it. To start, do you want to roll? It won't matter because you'll flip every point, but we can at least...
Of course.
For the record.
Expertise.
Expertise. That's the Death Trooper again. Things are not coming up Lee anymore. This isn't good.
No, it's all gone south. Okay, so I'm going to do a Lumi pick. It's either going to be Rex in reserve or someone else.
Someone else, and you get to know who else. Oh, Lumi's so good. Lumi is bae. I love Lumi.
I do love Lumi. All right.
The thing is, too, I feel like this is like the weakest of your 3 pairings, because like Lumi Bad Batch is going to be nasty. Obi Bad Batch is going to be nasty. I need this win. I can't 2-0 the other ones.
I was going to save this for like a commentary as to like, oh, why did you pick this one first? And yeah, it is, in my opinion, it's the weakest pairing. So kind of want to get it out of the way first. Also, knowing the structure, which was the order of the objectives we'd be playing in, I was like, I really want to have Wrecker for Never Tell Me the Odds. Yes, so I was like, I'll save Wrecker for like one of my other 2 games.
Your strongest 2 lists go into both of my Grand Inquisitor lists. What could go wrong? What could go
Nonsense. Wrong? This is the start of the come from behind victory.
Yeah.
But that's it. Okay, so it's either Rex or Mystery Person.
Rex or Mystery Person. Yeah.
This is very weak. What is the condition of the ISB? They're back at full,
They just came back. They did not take damage, so they are unhurt. 8 health. Feeling like kings.
You know what? Rex is pinned and exposed, which doesn't make for a great initial activation.
I assume you're going to go with Mystery Person here, most likely. But I think Rex can take 1 point, but I don't think you like that.
Not particularly. It's going to be Lumi.
Okay.
It's not great.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lumi can't... She could full heal Crosshair. That's not a terrible use of time, actually.
No.
Yeah, I think that's the play. We're going to start off with paying 2 force to full heal Crosshair.
Okay.
She's going to climb herself so that she is closer to the point, putting herself in between her and the ISB.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she will flip stance and use lightsaber on face.
Lightsaber on face, a tried and true classic.
Indeed. And unfortunately, because we are in somewhat dire straits here, we kind of need this to happen, because all we're doing is getting one out of this. I'm going to pay for an expose.
Okay, they do have good expertise.
Yeah.
So, well, I have
Yeah.
good news and bad news. The good news is I rolled 3 blanks. The bad news is the other 2 were not expertise, so I still get 2 blocks.
Ah,
You're
ridiculous.
halfway through your 4-star. What? The first card? Was that the first card of the new deck?
I am, yes, and I believe I'm 4 force down, actually.
Oh, because you reserved! Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're 2 cards in. Because who did you go with last turn? Because you reserved.
Last turn was ARF.
Ah,
Yes,
ARF.
it was Rex.
Okay, so 2 turns in, 4 force down.
Yeah, that's well. My thought process here is if I don't pull this out, like it doesn't matter how much force I have left.
I mean, true. It's always there's always that tension in round 2 of like, well, if I win this struggle at the expense of putting myself in a bad position for struggle 3, that's bad. But if I just lose this struggle, then that's also bad.
Exactly. How many blocks did you have?
I got 2 blocks. 2 blocks.
Okay, I got 3 results after. I got 5 results.
Okay, so you still get 3 down the tree, which you're going to get that shove.
Yeah. I'm just wondering how greedy I want to be. Do I go for 4 damage and just 1 shove?
1 shove will do it, but 2 shoves you could probably get me off of the elevation if that's what you're interested in.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to put you next to Crosshair because Crosshair likes to not be engaged with anyone.
Okay, that's fair.
How much health do they have? To remind me.
8 health is their
8 health. Sure. Let's do 4 and 1 shove.
Okay.
We'll keep you on the same elevation as me. Just get you off the point.
Do you want to cheat them either way? Like, do you want to try to maybe body block the ladder or do the opposite?
Let's do the opposite.
So try to not body block the ladder.
Actually, no, let's body block the ladder.
Sure, there we go. And then,
sure.
Are you taking her reposition anywhere?
Yeah, she's just going to more...
I guess, but...
Yeah. In your opinion, if I run her into the barrels... is there a place where she can like sort of backstop herself to make it harder for her to get shoved off? It'll be harder,
but she could still be shoved from like this angle, right?
Yeah.
It stops this kind of shove. Like if I was to whatever Shatterpoint the ISB come here, it would be tough. Or if I was to like get Reckless Gambit or something, it would be hard to shove her off from the top. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. So first things first, she'll reposition.
She repositions, then herself. She does the shove. Yep.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think that's good for her.
You flip that. You 1.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So now if I can take all the objectives and get a wound, I win the struggle. What is it? It's expertise. So the same spot. Okay. This is helping me now. The dice are helping. I need Thrawn help. I need Thrawn to come through for me a little bit. Death Trooper Escort. Lumi's in her less defensive stance, right?
Correct.
You had to flip.
Swapped,
So it's at range, it's 5 dice, and she gets a jump on like 4 expertise.
4. Yeah.
Because what I'm thinking here is Death Trooper moves the ISB, comes up, shoots from downtown to try to get the shove off on Lumi. Oh, but it's going to be... But then that's the thing. It's very aggressive because then I basically abandon my back point. But, I mean, if I can score 4, that's pretty good. Because, like, reserving him and doing, like, Thrawn stuff... I mean, I can reserve him for free and just not do the reposition. What would happen at that point? I would get Hask, potentially. Hask seems okay because he can still try to shove Lumi away. I could get... Thrawn. Thrawn would be the bad one. I would not want to draw Thrawn. Or I could get the Shatterpoint. So really, as long as I don't draw Thrawn, just famous last words. Famous last words. It's a 1 in many.
Yeah, you've got all those tactic cards in there.
Let's do it. Let's reserve because the Death Trooper is a great guy to have on this objective.
Yeah,
he's so annoying. Hask
is good. No, legitimately, like that Death Trooper is doing work, doing nothing. So
Exactly. He's
like,
doing
I
it
think
because
that
you're
makes a
like,
lot of sense.
what could I do? Because right, you don't have a lot of easy pins actually that can take him out.
No,
Like
not a
that's the
ton.
that's the problem with Rex. He doesn't pin very well.
Hmm.
That's why you got to take 212th, baby. The best squad in the game.
Jeez.
Okay, I'm going to. Why we saved all that force. Hask is going to spend one,
Oh,
and the good thing is, I think even if I can't shoot Lumi off, I can still take this objective. So then the question actually is, do you have anyone who's hurting? Not anymore,
Rex
right?
is the
Oh yeah,
Rex is
Rex.
at 5 with an exposed and a pin.
Five within the. Oh, okay. Right. So if I just kill Rex, climb, never or long live the Empire, then I win. That
Oh shoot,
seems that
yeah.
seems very doable. So let's throw 9 dice into an exposed Rex.
Oh, Rex is gonna be very sad. Ha! Well,
Ooh,
that
there's
was a
five
lot
fails
of
there. I got
that was a
four
lot of
fails on nine
expertise.
dice. Um,
No.
and the expertise is just the bad thing. Oh, but if you got a lot of expertise, that's good for me. One
Yeah.
crit, 4 hits, and a damage.
I got one block.
Oh no! So 4 hits and a damage. I will just absolutely nuke Rex with
No.
whatever. We'll say I don't need the dash. I'll take the dash just to be safe. So we'll do 6 damage. Double shove. I don't care about. We'll take the dash. You get a Lumi heal.
I, Obi-Wan will heal the conditions off Rex.
Sure. And then second action, Hask will climb. Then I'll spend 1 force. Long live the Empire. Um, these guys go up to 6 damage, but it doesn't matter.
Oh,
And
well
I
done,
think that is
sir. Well
it.
done.
I thought it. I
GG.
was not feeling good after that ISF turn, but then the ISBs just. It was like that's how fast sometimes things can be. It's like, oh, ISB go, they take everything, and then you just got 2 characters who couldn't really do much. Because like, what would have Rex done in that turn? Nothing really.
Keeping in mind that he's pinned as well,
That's the
there
thing. Like
was
he
a
could have
world.
taken one objective, but like I don't think he's doing better than what Lumi did, which was one objective.
Yeah. There was a world where I considered dashing Obi off the point towards priority and then having him go up. Because I know I can't combat
Right. The thing
your
is,
Death Trooper.
Obi was still outside dash range. He couldn't quite get to like
Ooh.
contesting range with a dash.
Hmm. Yeah, there's a lot that doesn't really fly there.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like if there was one, I mean, I think there were a couple places that I probably could have done a little bit better. I do think one of the ones that's jumping out at me now is there was a turn where it was like I didn't. I'm always first with Rex, and at the time I was like, it's important to save a little bit of force going into the like last 3 cards I had in my deck. But it meant that Rex was in this really weird position of like being in between 4 points, but not really contesting any of them. And
Right.
even if he didn't do anything appreciable to Iden, he could have gotten into a much better position.
Right.
Even if it was just like onto the train bed, I think that would have been a big help. But c'est la vie.
Yeah.
That's how you
Yeah.
learn.
Yeah. 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 No, I get
Yeah.
that. I get that. As I say, I do think this is your weakest of the lists versus maybe my strongest of the lists because it doesn't have Grand Inquisitor. So I'm happy. I'm certainly happy to get the win because I
You
think it
earned
would
it.
have been a very uphill battle other than that. And yeah, this Death Trooper was doing work. Yeah, I think the luck
Like,
certainly turned at the end there, and you were just getting because like the priority rolls weren't great for you because it
mm,
kept going that way, and then just the what you were drawing off the top. Where are my Thrawn cards? Yeah, the late Thrawn cards I didn't love, but is what it is.
the funny thing with Thrawn,
That's the
where
problem.
like if his cards show up at the right time, oh boy, oh
Mm-hmm.
baby,
Mm-hmm.
you feel like a genius. And then like if not, you're just like hmm. Now
Right.
what do I
Right.
do?
When you get those turns where it's like I reserve this guy, reposition, then I draw a Thrawn card and shove this guy, so I'll shove this guy away on my turn. Then I draw the other Thrawn card and I move this guy, and then you're like, I'm incredible. And then when that doesn't
I'm
happen,
a tactical genius.
I'm a tactical genius. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
who do you
Again,
think was your man of the match? Ooh.
I forgot the Iden identity again at the very end there, but
Oh,
it
good
didn't
lord.
matter, luckily. Haha, I gotta practice that. Man of the match for me, I will go with, I guess, the ISB, just because obviously they had the
Yeah.
big play there, and then they did influence your positioning a little bit with their ability. Like, I don't feel like I had any one standout. Like, maybe Iden, because of that turn, that very first turn, scoring 4 helped me a lot in that pivotal struggle 1. How about
Mhm.
yourself? Other than like the Obi identity, of course, which is a cop out answer.
I don't know. I think looking at the whole game, I think Iden was definitely the standout because I think that one. I think I was in the running for like, yeah, maybe we can like make struggle 1 play out. Maybe I can sort of make this go into the long run. And then Iden taking struggle 1 so decisively was like, yeah, that was really good.
That's the perfect draw because I've
That
had a
was
few games with
yeah,
Iden recently where it's like Shatterpoint turn 1 and you go with Iden, and that's great. But it's even better when you just get her card. And it's just like, yep.
yeah,
She was able to cross the board, knock Rex away, like just yeah, okay, I have all 4 midpoints. Did it cost me the
yeah.
ISF kind of? Yeah, but you know what? There's enough of a lead that things are okay. The danger
I
in
think that
that
was a good trade.
the
Mm.
danger in that is it's like I score 4 and then we go into a zone where it's like you score 3, I score 3, you score 3, I score 3, and you just
Mm.
farm momentum.
Yeah,
But luckily that didn't happen quite that way.
I do. I think the funny thing with Lumi, and like this is something that I feel like I personally need to get better with, is that I feel like Lumi has fantastic longevity. If you can make it to struggle 3, unless Lumi generally sees you in
Mm,
fairly good condition. Like at the end of the game, I'd only suffered 3 wounds,
yep.
um, and you were already in a position where like models were falling off the table. So like the thing that I feel like I need to get better with Lumi is like I always have this gamble of like, oh, I have Lumi, so I'll just try to like remove models off the board, knowing that I'm going to have an easier struggle 2 and potentially a wipeout struggle 3.
Right.
But that doesn't work if you don't win struggle 2.
Especially on shifting. Especially on shifting.
Yeah, shifting is it's funny, but like I still think shifting is like one of my favorite game modes. Mostly because like I love playing Lumi so much, and I find that she's still like. I think you and I both have like a favorite list between like Lumi and Maul with Mandos.
Mm-hmm. So
Um,
good. So good.
and yeah, she's dynamite in that board setup.
Yeah, she's just gonna keep getting better, I think too, right? Like she goes with anybody. So anytime anything comes
Yeah.
out, there's always like the okay, what if I put her with Lumi? What about that?
I do think that's actually like really novel to have with Lumi that yeah, exactly like you say. It doesn't matter what comes out. She's always going to find value. Obviously, she's going to list lock or era lock one of your 2 squads, but it's not like there's no good stuff in in the Clone War era. Like Lumi just agnostically brings whoever she wants, gets a ton of value out of it. Yeah, maybe you don't get to precise strike, but I mean,
Mm-hmm.
oh well. I think that's okay.
Like I really like Maul Mandos with the new Mando box. But
Yeah,
Lumi Mandos with the new Mando box is also not bad. And then
definitely worth a few.
you could do her with Snips and Luke, and then you're doing like a cross era multi tag thing
Mhm.
there. She's just so flexible, and yeah, the
Yeah.
heals are so nice. That's the one thing. Like she's in a faction where they're like a little less durable. Um,
Mhm.
but like I don't know. I think yeah, it's somewhere it was on my list at one point, but I don't think I've gotten around to it. I want to do like an Iden Lumi experience just to see how that goes. Just lots
Ooh,
of kill
that's
power, but
interesting.
also some heals.
So every time, that's an interesting pairing because, like, what Iden gets a kill, or someone Imperial gets a kill, and then you get what 2 dashes out of that?
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. You get a dash on the character and a
Ridiculous.
dash on someone else. You get a heal then. You get heals when someone dies. Because like pairing heals with like people who are actually durable can be pretty handy.
That is
And
true.
take Fifth Brother, who is an Imperial because of eras.
As much as that's a really good point. I love healing people who have protection because it feels
Hmm.
it's like you get a ton of value out of that. When it's like, ooh, like I did 3 damage to you, and I had to work pretty hard to do 3 damage through protection. You're like, yeah, but I heal 3 off, so that's essentially like 4 back because I have protection.
Yeah.
I really like that. That's a pretty saucy combination.
Maybe next time we play, that's not a Threemiere. We can
Yeah,
give
yeah,
the
yeah.
viewers some Lumi item. But yeah, as I say, this is a best of three. I mean, we'll play all three games no matter what happens. But keep
Yeah,
an
of
eye
course.
out for that, dear viewers. And if you want to see, there's still Bad Batch and Grand Inquisitor yet to be revealed and to be paired with each of
Excellent.
these two squads. So see you next time, and have a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. Bye, everyone.
You can make fun of Italians, I think. I think that's allowed.
Mhm.
Look at the move. Hey, I'm a clumsy guy.